Many of our visitors are probably not aware that Czechoslovakia actually produced cars during the interwar period between First and Second World Wars. The two prominent car manufacturers were Škoda and Tatra. During the Second World War, actually the Nazis drove Tatras because they were relatively streamlined and fast. And actually that design that the Tatra had at the time heavily influenced Ferdinand Porsche, who was working with VW at the time. And so what was interesting about that design is that they were a rear-engined, air-cooled configuration. And so, as we know, the Volkswagen Beetle was an air-cooled rear-engine vehicle. So, in fact, there was actually a lawsuit that was taken against VW because of that kind of patent or design infringement, and there was a lawsuit that was settled in I believe in the 1950s as a result of that. So some intellectual property disagreements there. But this particular car is a Tatra T603. It was produced in 1964, and these cars were used by the communist the government or by the communist military. So when you saw one of these things on the streets, you really knew that it was somebody who was high-ranking within the party or within the military. All right. The Tatra is an interesting automobile in that it is a V8 configuration like many American cars. However, what makes this a little different, or a lot different, is the fact that it's air-cooled. And so it's more like the German and the Volkswagens and Porsches. So in this case, you have the air inlet coming through here and on this side as well. And you'll see on the exterior of the body that there are air inlets that are forcing the air into the engine compartment, and from there the air is sucked into this plenum, and there are two fans that blow air into the cylinder head area, which cools the engine. The other thing that's interesting about this particular engine is that it is a Hemi. For those of you who are Mopar fans, Hemis are kind of a cool car, cool engine design. This is a hemispherical head design. Also, this particular engine has two carburetors, two barrels, so it's a interesting setup from that perspective. And then there's an oil bath type of an air cleaner setup here as well. So this engine would have produced about 95 horsepower in its day.